Hello, welcome back to a new free live tutorial, and today we're going to cover this adorable, really pretty 3D rose granny square, and we're also going to talk about the Crochet Club again, as well as the sale, and of course giveaway prices. So who doesn't want to see some prizes being given away, right? But the prices happen at the very end. You have to be here live for that. So if you see the live sign somewhere, you're good to go. You have a chance to win something. You just have to stay until the end so that you can answer the questions, and then a spinning wheel will decide what you win. So yay! Now, the question is for me to you, have you shared yet? Because if we get more than 100 viewers, we're going to give away 3 prizes instead of just 2. So it's up to you to go share and tell your crochet besties that we're here. I just shared everywhere, so now it's your turn to share. All right, are you guys ready? We're going to talk about first how to do the rose granny square. I'll show you all the most important parts of the pattern. I'm not going to go through the entire circular rose part of it, but I'll show you everything that you need to do or need to know. The written instructions is currently only available in the Crochet Club as of right now, which is June 5th, 2025. So if I ever publish it as a written pattern on my website, you will see it then. But for now, it is currently only available in the Crochet Club. This is, however, your free live video tutorial for it, so you could replicate it just using this video tutorial. How's it going, everyone? I'm so glad you guys are all here. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I'm going to swoop around so you can see what I see. I'm going to use pink, like a light pink color, because I'm going to show you how it looks like if I use red. It is so hard to see on camera. Red is super close to infrared on the wave, the light scheme, the light wave, whatever. And cameras are not really good with red, as you can tell. So you wouldn't be able to see my stitches if I do use red. So I'm using light pink so you can follow along. Okay, are we all good? So what we're going to do first is we're going to crochet the actual circular part right here, which you see here on the back. And I'm going to show you part of the green, and then the white is just single crochet stitches. So we're going to skip that part, but I'll talk about it. And then we're going to reattach our yarn with the red in the very center. So yes, you're going to have to cut your yarn for this red part. Again, I'm using here light pink. And then I'm going to show you how to do a couple of these, let's call them shell stitches, because they really are shell stitches. And then you're going to crochet them. Most of them are done in double crochet stitches, and then the very last row is done in treble, just to give it a little bit more dimension. Okay, so let's get started on that. Most of it is done in double crochet stitches, just that you know. Hello Rosa, I know you joined 2 days ago. I'm so glad you joined TCC. Yay! All right, who also has joined today? Did anyone come here today that has joined the Crochet Club? I would love to know if you have. If you joined today, or maybe even late last night and I have not celebrated you yet, please tell me so I can celebrate you. Okay, but let's get started on the actual pattern. So I have the written instructions here next to me. So if I'm referring my head over, that's because that's where the written instruction is. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so we're going to start with pink. As I said, I'm using pink because red is hard to see on camera. So that's just what it is. And so we're going to use pink for this. Okay, so we're going to start with a magic ring, and you're going to pull your yarn through. Adjust your yarn a little bit, put your finger into the magic ring and make a chain of 1. That chain of 1 does not count as a stitch. If I would take my fingers out right now, you can see that the magic ring stays in place. So that chain of 1 is really just holding everything in place, but you do want to keep your finger in it. If you don't, it's going to be hard to crochet. And I believe that most crocheters who have trouble with the magic ring is because they don't put a finger in it to create some tension. You have to have some tension, otherwise it's going to be hard to crochet into. Okay, we're going to start with the alternative turning chain, also known as the stacked single crochet stitch. It's the height of a double and will count as a double crochet stitch. So that means we're going to make a single crochet first, and then we're going to insert our hook into the loop that's closest to our yarn finger, pull up another loop, 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through. That's your stacked single crochet stitch and counts as a double. We're going to add 11 more double crochet stitches to the ring. So this will be 1, 2, I'm going to count both actually. 1, 2, 3, then 4, whoops, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And I'm going to recount just to make sure. Okay, so we're counting that alternative turning chain. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yay me, I did it. Okay, so now we're going to close up a ring. And we're actually going in continuous rounds. Now, that may look a little funky in the beginning, but it's important, okay? We're using continuous rounds because we want our rows to look spirally in the end. Otherwise, it's not going to look spirally and you're going to have some trouble with that. So we want spirals, so therefore we're going to crochet everything in spirals, and we're going to crochet in the back loop only, okay? So starting now, add a stitch marker. I like to use my yarn end, and we're going to go into the back loop. Okay, so we're going to just continue crocheting double crochet stitches. In the next round, it's going to be 2 double crochet stitches per stitch, and as I said, only in the back loop only. We're going to use the front loop later to crochet the rose part of it. So 2 double crochet stitches per stitch all the way around. So if you guys have any questions right now, this is a great opportunity to ask because I'm just crocheting some double crochet stitches. So I have a chance to look into the comments for a second. A quick reminder, in case you did not see it in the comments, I did write down that I'm using worsted yarn and a 4mm hook. So if you missed that, you now heard it. So do you have any questions about the pattern so far? Or if you have any questions about the Crochet Club, you can ask me that as well. I'm here for it. Okay. And thank you guys for everyone who has already given the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing and commenting. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad you guys are here. So we're going to have fun together today. All right. Almost done with my round. Obviously, by the end of this round, you're going to have 24 stitches because 2 stitches per stitch coming from 12 stitches means 24 because 12 times 2 is 24. Okay, so here we go. I should now be finished with this, but I'm always double checking because the second round is where I make my mistakes. So I'm going to check that I have each of them has 2 stitches in it. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. That sounds like 2, 2. All right. Make sure that your magic ring is closed over here. You're going to move your stitch marker up and we're going into the next round. Again, we're going to continue staying in the back loop only. We're going to crochet 1 double crochet in the first stitch and then it's 2 double crochets in the following. So again, we're continuing on with our little spiral, which is very obvious because it's a double crochet stitch. So you can see the spiral a little bit more closely. So now you're going to repeat that 1 double and then it's 2 double crochet stitches. And let's repeat that. 1 double, whoops, lost my loops. Okay, 1 double and then 2 double crochet stitches. Okay, Stacy's saying she's going to make both the sunflower and the rose when she gets home today. Let's do it, Stacy. Molly says she is wondering if anyone has any ideas on what to do. Use the flower granny squares for. Okay, you can make blankets, you can make bags, you can make pouches, you can make cardigans. You can really make anything you want with these granny squares. In fact, if you look on my website, you will also find a daisy granny square. So if you're into daisies as well, you can even make a whole garden if you wanted to. This would be fun if you make like a whole garden blanket with that. I mean, can you imagine? This would look really, really pretty. Double checking my stitches here while I'm talking. So 1 and then 2. I'm going to have to recheck everything later to make sure I did this right. So then 1 and 2. Christy is saying she's thinking about a backpack. Now, that's also a great idea. I would love to see it. If anyone is turning these into anything, like a bag, a pouch, whatever, please, please tell me. I would love to see that. Post it into the Facebook group called Crocheting with Nikki so we can all ooh and ah and celebrate you. Okay, I am having a hard time making sure that I'm doing 1 and then 2 stitches. Yes, pillows are another great idea, Rosa says. Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's see. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, I need to focus right now because I'm having a hard time making sure I do 1 and then 2 stitches. I'm still not done. There's 36 stitches by the end of this round because we're adding 12 more stitches, and 24 plus 12 is 36 if my mind is correct. I didn't look at my pattern, but I'm pretty sure that is. Okay. Hopefully I am good by the end of this round. Okay, so here we go. 1 and then 2. Okay. Is this right? I think I'm right. I think I did it correctly without any bloopers. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that was a deep voice. I'm going to double check though. All right. So let me check that I did 1 and then 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yay, did it right. Okay, so we're now switching to green. So I'm going to make a slip stitch. I like to do the invisible slip stitch. So you come from the back to the front. You're going to pull your loop back like so. It's going to pull this down a little bit, but that's totally fine. And then I'm going to make a slip knot here in the back. I always lose my scissors. Here we go. Snippity snip. Okay. Make my little slip knot. And that's good. You can do an invisible join if you want, but this is not going to be too much visible later. So we're all good to go. So at this point, you can take this stitch marker out if you want to. You can just like leave it in the back. You're not going to need this anymore. So we're now going to switch to green. There should be only 1 round in green. So I'm going to grab my green from yesterday. Yes, I pulled it back out of my little swatch because I like the green color and I might as well stick with it. Okay. Any bloopers is what makes these lives real relatable, Molly says. Sorry, I should say your name first. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bloopers are fun. I know. Did I make a blooper? Did I make a blooper? I hope I didn't. Okay, so let's do this. Let me check what round 4 says for green. Okay, so we're going to start with a single crochet stitch. Again, you're going to go into the back loop only. So I'm going to go a back loop only, and you can weave here your yarn in at the same time. I'm going to do it for a little bit so you can see it at the same time with me. So I'm weaving this in at the same time. Okay, so 1 single crochet. This is, by the way, very similar to what we did yesterday, if not even the same. Okay, let me double check. Yeah, it's actually exactly the same thing as yesterday. So 1 single crochet, then it's a half double crochet, then it's 2 doubles, 1 in each stitch. So 1 here and 1 here. Then the next stitch is going to be our corner, right? We did it yesterday like that. So that means that corner stitch is going to have 2 treble crochet stitches. So this is 1, and here's the second. Then you're going to make a chain of 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to make 2 more treble crochet stitches. So here's 1 and 2. So let me remind you again, I started with a single, half double, double, double. Then in 1 stitch, you're going to have 2 trebles, chain of 2, 2 trebles, all in the same stitch. Now we're going to work our way back down. So that means 1 double in 2 stitches. So here's our second. Then it's a half double crochet stitch, and then it's a single crochet stitch. And now you're going to start this over, right? You go all the way around and start this over. Now in the next round, depending on your tension. Okay, so let me remind you again. So yesterday when we did, where you can't see it, hang on. Yesterday when we made the granny square with the sunflower in it, we started out with some single crochet stitches. So sometimes the tension is a little bit tighter on singles. We did here a lot of double crochet stitches. So what I did is for this one right here, I finished it with single crochet stitches. However, if your tension is tighter, you may want to go up to double crochet stitches and do this all the way around. But the original pattern is now in the next round, after you finish the repeat of this 4 times in total, right? Then you have a square. You're going to then do white. So white means 1 single crochet stitch in every stitch, literally every stitch until you hit the corners, and that's going to be 3 single crochet stitch. So 1 single in every stitch, 3 in the corners with that chain of 2 spaces. If your tension is a little tight, use the exact same pattern as this with double crochet stitches and you're good to go. Okay, so that's the part for this. I'm gonna let this hang here and I'm gonna switch back to my pink. Okay, so we talked about the green, we talked about the white. So now we're gonna go into the rose part. So you're going to reattach your yarn at the very center. Okay, so make a little slip knot. Okay, like so. Have it on your hook because might as well. That way you don't have to make a chain of 1. And you're going to start at the very center. Now, wherever you want to start is fine with me. Usually I start with the very first stitch. So if you're going to look at it, you can see where your alternative turning chain is. And it's going to be right here, right? So you're going to have here a loop and here a loop. So this is part of the alternative turning chain right there. Okay, so we're going into those front loops now. Okay, so the pattern says you're going to start with double crochet stitches with the shell stitch. Now remember, what did I say about the very first double crochet stitch? You need to start with an alternative turning chain. Okay, so you're going to go into this front loop of the alternative turning chain and you're going to make a single crochet stitch. It's only the very first stitch that you're going to do this. So single, then go into the loop that's close to your yarn finger of that single, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through again. So now you have your alternative turning chain and it counts as a double. And yes, you can do the same thing as I do, kind of fold it because it can help you crochet better. Now we're going to add 5 more double crochet stitches in that same stitch. Okay, so you have 6 double crochet stitches per shell. Okay, so I need to count. I think I have 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so I have 1 more stitch. Now we're going to just look at the front loops. You're now going to skip a stitch and then you're going to crochet 1 single crochet stitch. Again, skip 1 stitch. You're just looking at the front loops and then you're going to crochet again 6 double crochet stitches. So this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so once you have that done, you repeat this. Okay, so skip a stitch, 1 single crochet stitch. Now you're going to do this all the way around for 2 rounds, not 3, 2 rounds. So that means go all the way around. You literally follow your little spiral, okay, until you hit right here, right this corner where you have your little slip stitch. Let me pull this over, right where your slip stitch is. Then the last round, you're going to switch. What you're going to do is then you're going to do 6 treble crochet stitches, skip 2, 1 single, skip 2, and repeat. So let me say it one more time to make sure it's very clear. The first 2 rounds of your little spirally situation, you're going to crochet 6 double crochet stitches in 1 stitch, skip a stitch, 1 single, repeat for 2 rounds, pretty much until right here, like right here where my hook is. Okay, then you're going to skip over to the next section. That means the very last round is 6 treble crochet stitches, skip 2 instead of 1, 1 single, skip 2 instead of 1, and then again 6 triple crochet stitches. And then you finish that up, you make a slip knot, and you're all good to go. Then I highly recommend you block it, not the 3D part of it, not the 3D. You can adjust it a little bit if you like. You can space it out. If you want your flower to be more open, then open it up. I kind of like it a little bit more closed up. You can spin your little, shell stitches a little bit. But I do recommend blocking the square itself to make sure everything is the same size when you are putting things together, like a bag, a pillow, a blanket, whatever it is. Always block your granny squares first. I used acrylic yarn, so I would be using steam in order to block it. Do not use wet blocking for acrylic yarn. It will not help you. It will not work. Okay, do not use wet blocking. It's not going to work. Remember that acrylic yarn is like plastic. If you put water on plastic, can you bend it? Can you do it? Is it malleable? No, it's not. It needs heat. So the steam is what's going to make the acrylic yarn kind of melt a little bit. Not really melt, but it's kind of makes it pliable. Okay, so that's and then it stays that way, right? When plastic cools down, it stays where it needs to stay. Does that make sense? So acrylic yarn is plastic. Believe it or not, it is. I know a lot of people don't think about it that way, but if you do, it will help you remember that. So please block it with steam, not with water. It's not going to help you. The only way how it can work is if you have blended yarn. So if your acrylic yarn has some wool in it, some cotton in it, some alpaca in it, then it might work because that is natural yarn and that works with water. Okay, like lukewarm water. That will work for that. Not hot water. Don't ever use hot water for wool. You're not going to end up what you want to end up with. Trust me on that. If you ever try it out, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me see. There were some good comments here. Molly says, when I learned a stacked single crochet stitch, it changed my whole crochet life. I love hearing that. Let's go. Lisa says, I'm going to make all of these ones I missed. Rosemary is my favorite. I am so glad. Yay. Sarah says she steamed mine and blocked it. Or hers. Sorry, I just read it out loud. Donna says, thanks for the reminder. Yes, this is an important reminder. I want you to all remember this, okay? Acrylic yarn is plastic. Just think about it in your head. That doesn't mean it's cheapy, okay? It doesn't mean that, okay? I know it is more affordable because it's plastic. It actually comes from the gas that you use in your car, right? Not that gas, but the one from underground, natural gas, right? That's how plastic is made, believe it or not. Okay, so plastic can only be shaped with heat. So you need like a steamer. Do not put it on. Do not put your iron on it. You know what I just said? It's plastic. What is it going to do? It's going to melt and potentially turn black. Okay, that's what plastic does. So you need to hover over to steam it. So what you do for the acrylic piece like this is here little tips on the side. Not part of the crocheting. I'm going to give you some extra tips here. You're going to put it on your blocking board first, okay? Then you're going to put a steamer over it. You can kind of, move things a little bit. Be careful. After you steamed it, it's still going to be warm or hot, so don't burn yourself. And move it a little bit, okay? Then you let it cool completely, and then the plastic would stay the way it's supposed to stay. Versus wet blocking, which would be like wool, anything natural fibers, wool, cotton, alpaca, anything like that, bamboo, plenty of other things out there. That you have to do wet blocking first, and then you pin it down to block it, okay? Let's see. Isn't steam hot? Of course it is hot, but you're not putting it right on there, right? It's the same thing as, the difference between warm water and boiling water, right? Warm water can still feel hot, but it's not going to burn you. Does that make sense? So you're going to put a steamer over about 1 inch away from your piece. You're going to just wait a few seconds because it's cooling down quickly, believe it or not. Let it go for a few seconds, and then you can bend it a little bit if you wanted to. I usually don't. I already have it pinned down, right? And then I just let it cool. I personally don't recommend touching it immediately. You're going to hurt yourself. So the hot steam does not melt the yarn. Well, if you're going to stay over, yes, but like if you hold it like this, then of course eventually it will melt, but the idea is to move it around. Okay. Donna's saying, do you have a section on blocking in the vault? I believe I do. Type in blocking. I believe I do. It should be. Molly says, yes, steam can be hot. Be careful. Don't burn yourself. Yes, it really depends. If you touch it immediately, if you touch your iron, oh yes, you're going to burn yourself. But if you wait a few seconds after you kind of went around it a little bit, right? Like let's say a minute, you kind of went like this, like moved it. Always moving, right? Just like if you actually iron a piece, you don't stay in one spot ever. You know it's going to melt, right? Or it's going to burn. You're going to move. Even with an iron, you always move, right? So that's what you're going to do here too. Okay, are there any more questions about the square here, the rose square, or potentially even this one, although we did it yesterday? They are the same size because I blocked them to be the same size. Again, if your tension is a little bit looser, tighter, you're going to need to do double crochet stitches all the way around, okay? If you are the same as me, you can see that they're both 5 inches, by the way. They're about 5 inches. Then my last round was just single crochet stitches, but again, you can also make double crochet stitches if your tension is tighter than mine. So that all kind of depends. The reason I use single over here is because we started out with a lot of doubles, which has a little bit more stretch, and here there was a lot of single crochet stitches and therefore was tighter. So this is why I did double here and single here. But again, you can also switch it up a little bit, okay? All right, are there any more questions? It should be good to go at this point, am I right? If there are any questions regarding the written instructions, those are going to be in the Crochet Club only. So let's switch. Let's talk about the Crochet Club for a second, because we have not only a sale going on, but you're also going to give away some really awesome gift boxes. Now, the gift boxes are only for those who join the Crochet Club as a new annual member, and the gift box value is about $50 in value. You can get 100% for free if you live in the US and you claim it before we run out. And you're considered a new annual. So either you upgrade it from monthly or quarterly to annual, or you're 100% new. You've never been part of the Crochet Club. Then you're considered a new annual. Got it? And you have to live in the US for that. So let's talk about the Crochet Club, so you know exactly what you're going to get when you join the Crochet Club. We have so much fun there, and we have so many crocheters part of this, and several of them, actually a lot of them, are in the comment section. So they're probably going to tell you what they feel about the Crochet Club. I don't even have to show off reviews. They're going to do it by themselves. They have been doing it in the last few days. So if they're not doing it today, I doubt it. I think they will. You're going to see it in the other videos I have done. So let's go through some questions real quick. We talked about those in the last few days, but for those who are brand new here, you may have never seen these questions before. So we want to go through these questions because it's going to allow you to see the value of the Crochet Club. Why should you consider joining the Crochet Club? And definitely this week until tomorrow, June 6th, if you are thinking about joining. A lot of you guys always say, oh, I've been thinking about joining the Crochet Club for a long time. Well, now's the opportunity to do so with the sale, right? So let's talk about these questions here for a second, and I want you to really think this through. Okay, the very first question is, do you crochet alone? And I'm not talking about you're sitting on your sofa alone and your entire family around you does not crochet. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, especially, this is more of a mentor exercise here. Do you have someone to talk to that crochets? At 24/7, tip of your finger, you have someone you can chat with. You are part of a community that will answer you very quickly, whether it's the designer or whether it's the community members. Do you have someone to talk to that cheers you on, that answers your questions, that is there for you in terms of anything crochet or yarn related? Do you have that? And I'm not talking about per se the free groups. I'm talking about the connection that you're getting with it. Think of it like crochet knitting group, there's crochet knitting groups out there. Like, the local ones that you go, usually it's in a library, something. Think of this virtually, but with hundreds of crocheters, right? There are many crochet groups out there that meet at libraries or wherever they are, maybe even a cafe or something, but they usually meet like once a week, okay? But this, I'm talking about virtually, you have them available 24/7. Do you have something like that? I want to know. Okay. The next question you want to ask yourself, what about video tutorials? Because a lot of you guys are virtual learners. Am I right? Please tell me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I know many of you guys are virtual learners, right? So you like to see how to do the crochet and not just read it. And it kind of makes sense because we learn with all of our senses, including our head. Meaning, if you connect learning, like the educational part, with emotions, you're more likely to retain it for a longer period of time. That's just how our memory works. So if you try to learn something, think of it like trying to learn vocabulary of another language, which for me was super hard because I had no story to go with it. There was no emotions involved. It was literally memorizing. And if you learn crocheting by memorizing, it's not going to work. You have to connect it with stories. You have to connect it with emotions. And emotions can also be done by being part of a community. It doesn't have to be the story itself, but it can be the feeling that you're getting when you're learning, when you know you're part of a community of like-minded people. And then hopefully you have a teacher that is, bubbly like me, like someone said I was bubbly, a really fun personality, and having it entertaining. I'm not saying that about myself. That's what everyone else is saying. I'm just repeating what everyone else says. I mean, I think I'm fun. Okay, I'll take that. I'll say I'm fun. Okay. But the question for me to you is, would you rather learn from boring videos? And I really say learning because even if you just crochet a pattern, you are doing something that is learning related, right? The only reason to watch a video really that is stitches related is because you don't know yet how to do it. So when you go through it, you hopefully will learn it, right? But the question is, do you prefer videos where there's no, chitty chatty going on, or where it's just music or not even any words or anything? Or do you prefer something fun like the way we did it today where you get instant support? What do you prefer? Okay. I love you guys' comments. Margaret says, I teach crochet, but I don't have someone to talk to crochet with. I'm usually the go-to for my students. Now, I feel with that. I feel with that as a teacher myself. I do feel that. However, in the crochet club, I never felt alone, even as the teacher, because it feels like a family, right? Even in a family, right? You always have someone that is like, feels like above. Like my grandma is like the head of the family. That's always what I felt like. My grandma's the head of the family. Even though we can still, teach her something, she teaches us a lot. But we all feel like a family. Am I right? Am I right? So this is the exact same feeling here in the crochet club. Dawn says, joining the TCC, the crochet club, is awesome for inspiration, lots of patterns, and always something going on. Made lots of like-minded friends. See, this is what I'm saying, right? You make a lot of friends in the crochet club. Now, this is related to question 1 and 2, but the last question is usually the one that everyone is like, oh my gosh. A lot of people actually can say, this is okay. Like, I can deal with crocheting alone. I don't need to talk to people. Let's say you're an introvert. You're like, you okay? I'm okay. I can be alone. I'm fine. Right? And you probably be okay with this too, especially as an introvert. You're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Now, some introverts still want entertaining part of it. They just don't want to be part of the entertaining. They just want to watch it, which is fine, right? So even if you say, I don't need these two, this one is usually the one where everyone hangs up and says, oh yeah, that's a big one. Okay, that's 100% a big one. I have to have some kind of contact to the designer if I have a question. So my question to you is, do you get pattern support when you get a pattern, especially a paid pattern? Let's just focus on paid patterns right now, because for free patterns, that I can usually say, okay, well, you know what's available for free, right? It's okay. I think I can let it slide. But paid patterns, this is like purchasing a refrigerator and you don't have someone to install it for you. You would be like, wait, what? I don't get an install for this? I spent $2,000 on, I'm just making up a number, on a refrigerator, right? I'm going to need some support here, right? And usually, even if you don't get an install, at least you have customer support, right? You kind of expect that. So when you have a paid pattern, you expect customer service. But I have noticed, me personally as a designer, I have a hard time connecting with other designers. They turn off their DMs. They don't have an email address listed anywhere. I have personally a hard time connecting with designers. Why do I do that? Because I create the crochet pattern bundles. You guys will probably know about them, right? I'm the only one left that does them, and everyone loves them. But without designers, we don't have bundles. So I try to connect with designers to collaborate with. So I have a hard time getting in contact with them too, just like you are. So I do feel this, and this is a hard one, right? This is really, really hard to just accept. So when you purchase a pattern, I assume, please tell me if I'm wrong, you kind of expect that not only you get quality content, but you also get support with it. So for me, that's a big one. And so I make sure you get support no matter what. So whether that's in the group, in DMs, if that's an email, I am very quick to respond. And you can see it in the comments here. You can see it in the comments. Don says, "You're the best, Nikki." I love it. Thank you. Then the Doubting Panda. I like your name. I think you have the right formula. Keeping with this, keep going with this as long as you don't burn out. That's correct, right? You keep going, have fun with it, and you want to make sure you have support with it. And Phil says, yes, this is a hard time to get in support, even with paid patterns. Sarah says, you're the best teacher and support. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Yes, we have a lot of fun, and it is not just the fun that you get, you also get the support with it. And even Margaret says, yes, support is necessary. So if you feel like that, then come join the Crochet Club, okay? Because you have people saying it like this. I don't even have to show anything else off because my TCC members are amazing. They're in the comments telling you what they feel about the Crochet Club. And I'll just show off Rosa here for a second. She says, and she really summarizes the whole thing in one, right? I love your presentation, which means my live tutorials, on how you bring everyone in and explain a project in a fun way. So she talks about community. She talks about having fun during the learning process. And she really thinks, I mean, I hope she thinks that I'm a good teacher here and I'm explaining in a way that it makes sense, right? But she talks about how much she loves that everyone comes together, the community feeling. So if you feel like you want to have live tutorials like this, the way we did in the beginning of this video, really, really fun and entertaining, knowing you're going to get your questions answered, and you're part of a really fun community, not just during the live tutorials, but at all times, 24/7, you might want to think about the Crochet Club because, oh my gosh, we have fun in it. So let me show you. This is just one of the things we do. So we meet about 6 to 7 times virtually in different kind of ways, okay? The one way, in 2 times a month, is our Zoom chats, okay? So we come together twice a month on Zoom and we chat about all kinds of things. This is really like a get together. We have fun. They get behind the scenes. They get sneak peeks into upcoming patterns. They can give me their opinion on upcoming patterns. They really have a voice here. They can share their own stories. They really feel like they're part of a family, and everyone, it's like a get together twice a month, and you know you get to see your family, right? So that's kind of how this feels like. We also take in pattern requests. So once a month, I write down all their pattern ideas and we take it and then we put it into a poll. So let me show you how that looks like. So we put it together in a poll like this, and you can see the last one I did May 22nd. They put all of those ideas down. So if we ever have something that wasn't voted on high enough, it'll roll over to the next time, unless it's a holiday related. Then we may skip it and maybe do it the following time. Then, as you can see, they voted on a beaded project. We turn it into a pattern. So we just taught that on Tuesday. So they have this pattern available to them. It's a drawstring bag. You can make it bigger. You can make the drawstring a little longer. I made it short because it kind of reminds me of an extra strawberry plant, right? The curly little pieces and things. Oh, it's so cute. And yes, it has beads. So if you want to make a beaded strawberry, then come join the Crochet Club. That's where the pattern and the video tutorial is located. And they're the ones that voted on it. I love your guys' comments. Donna says, oh, look, she's answering your guys' questions, right? I'm no longer alone now that I have TCC. Number 2, this was related to the question I showed earlier, right? It's hard to watch other videos because they're not as detailed as fun. now she does have the fun. And number 3, she never had support from any paid patterns before. So she definitely has that now, which is a good thing, right? So then we have Margaret. She's saying, I think you have a great package. Oh, I appreciate that very much. This is really, the Crochet Club was built on you guys. You guys came up with the ideas just like this, right? And then I put together the membership exactly the way you wanted to. Rachel says, I'm a TCC member and I try to attend every one of Nikki's events because I want to. Not because she has to, because she wants to. I have so much fun being part of her videos. We have a blast, and she has a voice for sure. We always give good ideas, inspiration. She's part of almost every Zoom chat. I always look forward to Rachel being there. Tina came a little late. You're good. You're good. We're still here. All good. That is so cute. Yee! I love being cute. My hubby says I'm cute. Anyways, so, oh, are you talking about this? Well, I'm cute too. Never mind. I just realized that you were talking about this. I guess we're both cute, the strawberry and me. Anyways, well, that's embarrassing. I thought you were talking about me. No, never mind. Gotta come back down from my high horse. Okay, I know you were talking about the strawberry. I just realized that. So yes, we made the strawberry together because they voted on a beaded project. Oh my God, that was so fun to design. And it's strawberry month. It's June. So might as well make a cute little strawberry you can use for makeup, for all kinds of things. I do recommend for makeup and jewelry that you add a lining to it. But otherwise, this is a cute little pouch. You can even make it as a little bit bigger maybe, or even for a toddler, this would be great as like a long bag, right, around over the shoulder. Who wouldn't walk around with a little strawberry like that? I mean, it's adorable. Anyways, okay, so as I said, we work on the poll according to their ideas, and they're the ones voting on it. And look what they also voted on. They want more granny squares like this. I have to come up with a good flower for next time. On Tuesday, we're going to teach another flower. I have to come up with a good idea. I will come up with a good idea. Okay, so, and then we also have other things going on. So as I said, we have twice a month Zoom chats, and then we take those ideas and put them in a poll. But how do we come now from the poll to the live tutorials? Well, you guys are the ones voting on it if you're in the Crochet Club, and then I'll take 2 of those ideas per month and turn them into a pattern and a live tutorial. So meaning you have a voice, right? Tell me another Crochet Club where you have a voice. Tell me. I have this feeling you're going to have a hard time finding it. Yes, you may get comments on your creations and things, but tell me another crochet pattern, a crochet membership that allows you to request patterns, the community votes on it, and it's actually going to happen. Tell me another community that does that, because I have not found one of them. I felt like this is a great way to connect with the community and everyone feels like they're part of it. And I really felt like once I started doing this, we're really tight knit, tight crocheted. You got it? But anyways, the other things they requested was surprise projects, stitch tutorials, tips tutorials, anything like that, just to surprise them with it. So that way it's a mix of patterns as well as additional content they may have never thought about before, right? Meaning they're giving me some opportunity to surprise them with some really fun ideas and give them additional education in a fun way so that they always have fun. So as I said, this is 4 to 5 times a month we go live, depending on how many Tuesdays per month we have. And then we have Zoom chats twice a month on the 2nd and 4th Thursday of the month. That is 6 to 7 meetups per month. That's a lot of meetups. You do not have to attend all of them, but they're available to you. On top of that, we have more than 500 ad-free crochet patterns, printable. So there's a little print button on the bottom. You can save your progress, because we have a checkoff box system. Okay, so you can check your progress, meaning you put a little checkoff box, you check them off, and then there's a save button on the bottom. So even if you travel, you can come back to it. You do not have to print it if you don't want to. There's only a few patterns where that does not exist, and that is typically for mystery crochet alongs, live crochet alongs, and I'm not talking about the ones that are exclusive to the Crochet Club. I'm talking about the public ones. You know, the bag you saw behind me. Those ones are without checkoff boxes because there's so many video tutorials and events information needed. The other one is the annual ones, like the blanket ones. Those ones don't have checkoff boxes, but everything else does. So over 500 patterns with checkoff boxes is pretty darn cool. Okay, so let's see. Gloria says, can you imagine a little one putting her little strawberry dolls in it? Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. Ooh, that reminds me of this. What is it called? The poly things, oh, from the 90s and the early 2000s. What are the poly tools, the poly toys? I forgot. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. They could fit in here too, right? Oh my gosh, I missed those when I was a little girl, the little poly, what are they called? Oh, someone please tell me. What are they called? I don't remember. I think it was something with poly. Donna says, I haven't found any others. TCC is quite unique, and that's why I jumped in and joined. I'm so glad. Yay. Betsy came a little late. Hello. Hi, Betsy. You respond very quickly. You're the greatest. Ooh, I like that. Thank you. Oh, yes, Polly Pockets. I was almost there. I was almost there. Yes, Polly Pockets. You can totally put them in there. Do they still exist? Oh, my God. I missed them. I think I got one of them when I was little, as it was like a little heart that I got. Oh, it was cute. It was adorable. Okay, so let me actually give you like a behind the scenes on how this all looks like, because I'm sure you want to see how the Crochet Club looks like. So I'm going to show it to you. Here we go. My iPad, if it pops up, there we go. Ignore the green bar. It's because I'm an admin. So you're going to have first, once you log in, once you join the Crochet Club, the first thing you're going to see is this, right? You're going to have the two lines. Please get familiar with those two lines. It's your main menu button. And then there's a little face, which is showing you that you're logged in. Okay. So the two lines, once you press those, it's going to show this. So it's going to show you what you have available to you, right? So if you have other products you have purchased, they will be here, right? They will be showing up right there. There are obviously also products you may have not purchased before. You're not required to purchase them, but they're available in case you choose to do so. You do get a coupon code in the Crochet Club, so if you wanted to browse around, you can look at that. Now, we also have this button up here, which is that T, that allows you to make the font size bigger or smaller. Very helpful if you want to feel like you want to read it properly, right? And you have a search feature, so all the products that you have purchased and you have available to you, you can search. So if you feel like you get overwhelmed with over the 500 patterns available to you, well, you can search, so you can kind of isolate what you're looking for. So for example, then let's say you put in a keychain. I mentioned that as an example yesterday. Put in keychain and it'll show everything up that has the word keychain in it. And so that way you have an easier time, right? But you can also scroll down. So the first thing you see is your tour, then the Facebook group and all the information on when we go live on Zoom and things. You get a coupon code with it, which is just for the Crochet Club members. Every month it changes. So even if you just took a peek, I'm just letting you know, it'll change every month. Okay. And then you can also have additional information here that you may need, especially how to get in contact with me if you have any private information that you may want to share with me, or have questions. And then here's your reminder on when we go live and when we meet on Zoom. Now, the next thing you'll see is the entire categories. I'm talking about a lot of different pattern categories where everything is organized in a specific way. And oh my gosh, our new feature is so valuable to the members. I'll show you in a second what everyone says about it, because we just added this big feature. So I'm going to click on, let's see, I'm going to click on the bags because that's where the Afghans are, the Afghan squares. So you can see right here, this is what they get available to them as soon as they click that. So, and believe it or not, this is not just a pattern picture grid, it is also clickable. So every single one of these is clickable. So you tap and you jump to the pattern. So here you can really browse and figure out, oh, which pattern am I going to do next, right? So these are all things related to blankets and Afghans. So you can see that the sunflower and the rose granny square are right there. Next week, we're going to have another square show up right there. So this will be updated every single week. You get new content added every single week. Every single one of these pattern categories has this pattern grid. And if you click on it, I'm just going to click on the rose one. It'll then pop up. top. So you have the pattern available to you with the video tutorial, all the information. This is ad-free and printable. Okay, so you have here the material list you can see, right? You get pictures with it. And then if you scroll a little further down, you're going to have the pattern, and you can see there's checkoff boxes, right? So, and then all the way in the bottom is going to be a print button. So, and if you always want to go back, this is your breadcrumbs. So you can always tap on that and then jump back wherever you need to go. So I just jump back to the main page of the Crochet Club. It's amazing. And let me show you what everyone is saying about it. You can see the comments already, but I'm going to show you here a picture of all the comments I have gotten in the last few days about it. So here's an example for this, right? So this is the amigurumi section of it, right? Like, look at all the comments that I'm getting. I love the changes to the vault. This is perfect. Thank you. Then Linda is saying, Nikki, I absolutely love the changes in the vault. The pictures at the beginning of each category and the pictures are clickable. You're amazing. Always making everything easier and fun for us. I'm so thankful to be part of this group. I mean, you can see the comments. I'm not going to read all of them, but you can see it. They're really, really happy about it. Or Angel up here, she says she is computer illiterate, so she means this will help her a lot, because if everything is just there, easy to follow, then she will definitely use it, right? If we have something that's hard to understand, it's kind of going to be like, oh, I don't want to really deal with that, right? But if it's easy, right, and you have the pictures right there, you know what you're getting, right? So it's easy to follow along, and it's really, really fun. And you can see it in the comments. Gloria says, love the clickable pictures. Donna loves it, for sure. She loves the checkout box to help her keep in place, especially if I stop for the night. Yes, everyone loves that. This is something you're not going to find in other groups either, by the way. The checkoff boxes. This is another one that's very unique to the Crochet Club. And I really listen to what the Crochet Club members want, so I go with that. Now, let me show you really quickly the summary of what the Crochet Club has all to offer for you. It is more than 500 ad-free printable crochet patterns. This space was created for you by your ideas, okay? You have a huge library of videos. I'm talking hundreds of videos available to you, whether it's within the pattern, whether it's stitches, tutorials, tips, useful printables. You have all kinds of things available to you. Then we have weekly live tutorials, so 4 to 5 times a month, teaching exactly what you want to be taught, answering your questions hands-on, okay? So you can ask questions there right there live. Then you also have exclusive crochet patterns, as I said, first priority in support and the pattern requests, which is pretty cool. Then we have new content added every single week. You get special coupon codes on ebooks, and we also meet twice a month on Zoom. We have a lot of fun in the Crochet Club. And if this doesn't take you to the idea of, oh, the Crochet Club is for you, then let me show you. We have currently a collaboration going on with Twice Sheer Cheap. They sent me enough content, meaning these ones right here, the stitch markers, which are little kitty cats. We have the gauge ruler. I've showed you guys in the last few days now how to use it. You literally lay it on top of your project and then figure out how many stitches per inch you have. So cool. If you guys want me to show you again, let me know. And then with a little cute tin right there. The value of just this right here, okay, these 3 things, the value of just these 3 things is $32, okay? That is per box. What are you talking about, Nikki, per box? I'll show you. So we have this box right here that we're giving away to new annual members that live in the US that join the Crochet Club until June 6th. Or if I run out, okay, we have about 25 boxes left, okay, and maybe even 20. I did not count. I think it's 20 to 25 boxes we have left out of the 80, okay? So, but this runs out on June 6th, so just so you know. So once we run out of the boxes with the Twice Sheer Cheap content in it, you will get special boxes that have content from me, like things that I have kind of saved on the side in order to put boxes together. So it's going to be definitely more of like a mystery one. I usually add about 1 skein of yarn. It can sometimes be 2 skeins if I have a little tiny ones kind of in between. So it's usually in the range of 100 to 150 grams usually of yarn. And then we have all the goodies added. We have a measuring tape, we have stickers, we have a tapestry mystery needle. You're also going to get either a clip or a pop socket. Now I'm going to start running out of those ones too soon, and so there's going to be some new things I might be adding into it. So yeah, we're running out of stuff because so many people already took advantage of it. The entire box, the value of the entire box is about $50. Okay, that's incredible, and you get it for free, and I pay for shipping. So just that you know, okay. So this entire thing right here, you're going to get if you join the Crochet Club. So let me show you the price breakdown, and that is only if you join as a new annual member. So even if you currently a monthly and quarterly, you can upgrade to annual, and you will be considered a new annual and therefore getting one of these boxes. Okay, that's pretty cool. And as I said, you can't really purchase this box anywhere. This is a gift. It's a one-time gift that I give out only in a special time, and this is right now. And the entire membership is on sale for 25% off. Now, the annual goes down for the first payment to $104.25. This breaks it down to $88.69 a month. So for the first year, that's very affordable. Skip a few pizzas, maybe for a few Starbucks runs and things like that, right? And then you can join the Crochet Club and you get all of this value. Many of the Crochet Club members say that TCC feels like therapy. They don't need to pay extra for therapy. This is what they need in order to feel good. So they learn, they have fun, they're part of a community. It's amazing, okay? Kelly's also in the Crochet Club. She says it's easy to understand patterns. She loves TCC. Nikki's great for teaching new techniques. So if you want to learn new techniques, sometimes we even invent stitches like we did a few days ago. We did that too. So much cool stuff. Joe says, I love the weekly live tutorials. We have lots of fun. Yes, we do. So you definitely want to be able to check out if you want to join the Crochet Club as a new annual member. Let's see. How would I be able to get a gift? Let's see. Joe says, how would I be able to give a yearly subscription as a gift? You're going to have to email me. So typically you would sign up as yourself, and then you will tell me about it. And then I have to switch within the TCC membership. I have to switch the name. But because it's under your subscription, it will stay under your name, under your email address. So there's some manual, things I have to do in the back end of it. Ideally, I would not recommend you do this for a person you don't know. Only do this, gift it for someone, consider it a subscription, automatic renewal. If you know the person, then I would definitely recommend you can do that. If you know the person, you are welcome to gift a subscription to someone else. Email me and I will help you make that happen. No worries about that, okay? So then we have Tina, who says the annual membership is so worth it, is the value, and it is the best value, she says. It is true. You actually, even if you don't use the coupon code, the annual is still more affordable in the long run than the monthly and quarterly. But if you've never heard of the Crochet Club before and you're brand new here, you're like, I'm a little scared of doing annual. Even though 80% of the members are annual, I do say you can easily just join us a monthly and quarterly and check it out. The only thing that is difference right now is it'll be a higher price in the long run. Obviously, it is cheaper to join as an annual, and only annuals, new annuals that live in the US get one of these boxes. And once I run out of the twice your cheap content, I will add my content to it, so it'll be more of a mystery one. But we have about 25 boxes left of the twice your cheap boxes. So if you want to claim one of those, join now, today, or no later than tomorrow, because then this entire package goes away. Okay, let's see. Patricia has a question. I always send pics of what we're making. They always say what we're crocheting in the Crochet Club this week. Yes, let me explain this part of it, because this is a cool thing. So every week I send an email out for the Crochet Club. It's kind of like a summary email, okay? So what they're going to get in the Crochet Club emails, they're special. They have purple little hearts every single week. Only the Crochet Club members get those. And it says the Crochet Club after the purple heart, and then it says, here's what's new. So they're going to get a quote, a motivational quote in their email, and I relate everything to crochet with my own interpretation, and they seem to love it. I have asked them recently if they want me to continue with them. They love them. They look forward to them. The other thing I do is I cheer people on within the email. I go into the Facebook group and check who has just posted. Like Patricia, she posts pictures about her progress, whatever she finished. Then I grab the link of that post and put it into the email. So if someone else wants to cheer her on, they know how to find it. Okay, it is super cool. Then I talk about that we're going live. They get the link to the lives. They also get the information what patterns are brand new in the vault, or any other information, maybe even about the Zoom, etc., whatever comes up, they get the information within that email. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, let us know. We're happy to answer that. It's really cool. So you're definitely going to get cheered on no matter what. Even if you don't get a lot of comments immediately, you sure get them after, and a lot of people will see it because I cheer you guys on in all kinds of ways. And look, even Tina says she loves the motivational quotes in the emails. So they're really fun. They really kind of pump you up and like, okay, I can do this. I can do this no matter what. So think about, would you like to join the Crochet Club and then also have a chance to get one of these goodie boxes? Let me show you. I have here a summary slide that shows you what's in the boxes. Okay, so this is currently what we have left. There are 25 boxes left. Roughly, this is an estimate. It could be 20. I didn't count. I'm going to count. But I think it's about 20 to 25 boxes left. So come join us and claim yours. Only new annual members will get this. By the way, if you're international, you get a free ebook instead. You just reach out to me, send me an email and say, hey, I joined. How can I claim my new my free ebook? I pretty much need to know what ebook you want and I will give you access to it. So if you are international, then email me as soon as you join the new annual and I will get you access to that. Sounds good? And remember, even if you upgrade, you get one of these boxes. You need to be considered an upgrade or brand new, but you have to live in the US for these boxes. Okay? So I think we talked a lot about the Crochet Club, but one thing I want to show you real quick is Donna's comment. And I don't think Donna is here. Donna posted this morning. I took a picture immediately because I loved it so much. Look what she wrote. She really summarized the whole thing. She says, I'm so excited I have joined TCC. Best decision ever. I am looking forward to trying everything in the vault. I absolutely love having a detailed, helpful, bubbly teacher. I'm bubbly. Look forward to all the lessons and Zoom calls being held each month. I've always been quiet behind the scenes kind of gal, but with Nikki, all the wonderful people in the group, I have truly brought me out of my shell. I loved hearing that. Yes, it's beyond worth the money to have all the support with my crochet, and one of the greatest parts is knowing Nikki is just an email away with help. I love the summary of this. Donna, I love you, girl. Seriously, you couldn't have summarized it better. Thank you. I appreciate this very much. Thank you. Okay, so now that we talked about, whoops, I just touched my camera. My apologies. Did everyone get dizzy? Okay, we're not on a boat. No worries. We're not on the boat. Don't get dizzy. Okay, now that we talked about the Crochet Club, let's switch around and let's do some fun giveaways. Okay, so we have some prizes to give away. All right, are we guys good on the prizes? So let me show you what you have a chance to win. Okay, so let's see. Pop it up. There's my little price wheel. So I'm going to show you what you have available to you to win. Remember, we only have 2 winners today. Unfortunately, we didn't reach 100. We weren't close. Oh, I think we reached about 70, 75 people I think we had roughly. So let's see if we can get to 100 tomorrow on the last day. I'm sure you guys going to get to 100. We're going to make a cupcake. We're making a cupcake tomorrow. Oh, let me show you real quick how it looks like. Maybe that will entice you. Maybe that will entice you. I'm going to show you real quick. So we're going to go live again tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific time. Let me show you how that cupcake looks like. So maybe this will intrigue you to come and say, oh, I want to do a cupcake. If you want to do a no-sew cupcake, come join us tomorrow. We're going to make this cupcake tomorrow. This is going to be fun. This is no-sew with chenille yarn, so it's super bulky yarn. Of course, you can make it small if you wanted to, but this is about this size, okay? It's super cute. I do like strawberries more than cherries, but cherries are easier to crochet with chenille yarn, so I went with that. So, I mean, you could totally make this into a strawberry. Hey, maybe I do that. Ooh, this would be fun if I just add a little, ooh, I might do this. I might turn this into a strawberry. Ooh, I'm just thinking about it. Ooh, I just designed it in my head. Okay, anyways, we're making a cupcake tomorrow. So if you want to come tomorrow, we're going to make a cupcake together. So tell your crochet besties to join us. We're going to crochet a cupcake together. Maybe we will reach 100 people then. If they know we're making a cupcake, you might join us. I'm just saying, you might do. Okay, so let's talk about the prices again, okay? So you have a chance to win a free yarn box. This would not include the twice your cheap content, but it would still be a free yarn, a goodie box. You're going to have some goodie stuff in it, at least one skein of yarn. So yes, you're going to get a goodie box with that as well. Okay. Then we have a free ebook you have a chance to win. We also have $10, $15, or $20 off an ebook. We also have $10, $20, or $30 Ravelry coupon codes, 5 or 10 PDF patterns of your choice that you also have a chance to win. If you land on the free yarn goodie box and you are not in the US, you get a free ebook instead. That's our ruling right now, and I'm very happy with that. Most people love it because I have ebooks that are worth $50. So actually technically a little higher, but that's what I sell them for. Some of the ebooks, not all of them, but we have some ebooks that have quite a bit of value behind them, just that you know. Stephanie says, those are cute. Yes, let's make a cupcake together. Donna says, I can't wait for the cupcake. Let's go. Okay, I'm really excited for that. So let's go into the questions. So I have 2 questions for you guys today. That means we have 2 winners today. Here we go. Question number 1 is, how much do you save with the coupon code? So if you apply the coupon code for the Crochet Club, how much do you save? Okay, I'm going to take a sip of water because I'm talking a lot. In the meantime, you guys are going to typey and answer the question below. And I will pick a random winner, and then we're going to determine, or the spinning wheel will determine what you're going to win. So let's see who paid attention. How much do you save with the coupon code? Let's see. I don't need to know the monetary value. I need to know a percentage. So let's see if you remember. It's a percentage, not a dollar value, because the dollar value is different whether it is monthly, quarterly, or annual. I mean, if you want to do the calculation for all of them, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. If it turns into the percentage, fine. But I think the percentage is faster to type out. So just saying. Okay, I'm going to remove this and let's find our winner. Are we ready? I'm going to close my eyes. Okay, is my mouse in the right position? Yep. Okay, if you already won the last month or so, please don't answer. Give everyone else a chance. Okay, I'm going to find my winner. Here we go. I'm going to stop right, how about here? We have Salty Kitty Cats. I take that. Look, I put a kitty cat here for you. Salty Kitty Cat. Yes. I like your name. All right. So 25% off is the correct one. See, it says right there, 25%. It depends on whether it's monthly, quarterly, or annual. The monetary value will be different, but it is 25% off until June 6th if you use that coupon code right there. So make sure you do use it. Actually, I'm going to pop in the link real quick so that way, in case you need it. Ooh, where did the link go? Hang on. I got to grab it real quick. My computer says, it's been too long since you copied it, so you got to copy it again. So I'm going to copy it again. So in case you need the link, I forgot to put it in earlier. It is already pinned, but if you need the link, I put it right there. Okay, so let me pop up the spinny wheel and let's see what Salty Kitty Cat won. Here we go, Salty Kitty Cat. You won. What is it? Ooh, a free yarn box! Woohoo! Congratulations! Now, I don't know if you live in the U.S., but if you do live in the U.S., you're going to get a free yarn box. It won't include the twice your cheap content, but it will include some mystery goodies in there, so I think you're going to like that. So I would need your address for that in order to send it to you if you live in the U.S. Otherwise, you're going to get a free ebook instead. So congratulations! All right, so here we go. Let's go to question number 2. Question number 2. Are you guys ready? Question number 2 is, what pattern did you learn at the beginning of this video? Let's see if you remember. Were you here for that? Were you here for that? I sure hope you were. What did you learn at the beginning of this video? What did I go through? That gives you enough time, and I'm going to give me enough time to take a sip of water. Because I need it. Okay, so let's see. Do you guys remember? What did you learn in the beginning of this video? What did we crochet? You guys typey out. What did we crochet? Is this the right way to do crocheting? What's the sign of crocheting? Is it this? Is it the poke? We need a hand signal for crochet. I mean, without a hook, right? Like, how do you show crochet? Is it this? How do we show crochet? I don't know. This is a good one because knitting is this, right? This is knitting, right? What is crocheting? I think it's the twist with the wrist, right? Oh my gosh, this is funny. I mean, I know how to crochet. I'm just asking what the hand signal is. Does everyone know? All All right, I'm going to remove this and let's find our winners, shall we? I'm going to cover my eyes. Is in the right position? Yep. Okay, here we go. And let's scroll up and down and let's find our winner. Our winner is here. We have Palette. Is that a Palette? Is it Palette? Oh my gosh, I'm so terrible at names. I'm so sorry. I'm German. So Palette, hopefully I'm saying this right. I don't think the last E is going to be pronounced. Am I right? Congratulations. Yes, it was the Rose Granny Square. And let's see what the spinny wheel says that you won. Here we go. The spinny wheel says a $20 Ravelry coupon code. Woohoo! Congratulations. All right, so let me show you guys how to get in contact with me. And that is for all the winners, including those who have a question. Nicole, not Nikki, Nicole at nikkishomemade.crafts.com or support at nikkishomemade.crafts.com. You can also just reply to one of my emails if you want. But in the subject line, my winners, I need to know. Subject line of the email will say winner of, the price, and the date. I need to know the date. I need to confirm you are truly the winner, because some winners to take their time to respond to me. I need to know it. I don't care if you won today or yesterday or 5 weeks ago. I need to know the date so I can confirm that you are the winner and that you haven't claimed your prize yet, pretty much, right? That's how this works. Okay, so email me if you have any questions. And remember to come back. Tomorrow we're going to make the cupcake on the last day of our sale. We only have like 20 to 25 boxes left. So come back if you want to have a chance to win something. Learn about the Crochet Club one more time, as well as make a crochet cupcake with us. So let me remind you really quickly of what the Crochet Club is all about. I'm going to show you really quickly. We are amazing, supportive, and positive community that meets twice a month on Zoom. We also have 4 to 5 live tutorials per month, and those ideas are coming directly from our list. It's either going to be a poll. The poll is determined by your ideas, or it's going to be mystery and surprise projects or tips or stitches, etc. We meet 6 to 7 times a month. And of course, you get over 500 ad-free crochet patterns with checkoff boxes, ad-free and printable. Let me show you the entire list of things that you get access to right here. There is so much content that you're going to get access to. Every single week you get something new. First priority support. You're really going to feel like you're part of a family. A crochet community like no others. You have a really, really awesome vault with pattern grids that you can click. You have search. You can make this font size bigger or smaller. You have checkoff boxes. You won't find that anywhere else. You're going to find that in the Crochet Club with hundreds of crocheters. We're very close to 1,000 members. So if you want to be part of a really, really big community, come join us. We have a blast. And plus, you have a chance right now to get one of these goodie boxes. We have about 20 to 25 boxes left, and that is only until June 6th. That's it. Okay. So come grab your box. The boxes are only available for those who join as a new annual. That means even if you upgrade from monthly and quarterly to annual, you're considered a new annual. Okay. So if you've never been part of the Crochet Club before, obviously new annual, but you have to live in the US to claim one of these boxes. Otherwise, you get a free ebook instead. Come join us. It is right now on sale, and we're giving away these gift boxes. And usually we don't give those away. So when the Crochet Club is not on sale, we aren't giving the boxes away. So if you think about next week, you're not going to get a box. So make sure you join us, okay? We have so much to give for you, and you really want to think about the Crochet Club until the deadline. So please, please join us. And if not, come join us tomorrow for your very last chance to think about that. And of course, to learn something new. I'm excited for the cupcake. So please come and tell your crochet besties to crochet with us a cupcake. I will see you guys tomorrow. Am I right? So come join us for the Crochet Club. Make your life better. I hope to see you guys then. Until then, bye.